Warthog Princess, and welcome to another Jujube haul. These 3 B sets actually were ordered, the 3 latest releases. The first one is, it's a how many Mads? It's a Mad World, which is Alice in Wonderland. And the second is Seafoam, which is the latest MBoss collection. And the third is Just Beachy, which is the one that came out at the same time as Seafoam. So we're going to go through all 3 of these. This one came to Virginia before I left, and the other 2 came after I left, but then had to be forwarded. And they just arrived today, so I've been waiting to share them. Hi, Kelly. One up? Come on. Come on. Yeah. She's happy. We went to the doggy park. Yeah, she knows what that word means. Okay, go lay down. Go. Yeah. She's going to bark at a leaf in the backyard or something. Anyway, so Alice in Wonderland, I think this is very, very tastefully done. It's somewhat neutral, even though at the same time I say that, I see a lot of color. So it has the gray and white striped background and these sort of subtle but colorful bits to it. I think I like it a lot. And I'm not even like a huge Alice in Wonderland fan, but I did get my sister-in-law addicted to these as well. So she also got the same item, except hers is still in Virginia waiting for her to return, and mine came home with me. One side of our bags was pretty much identical, and then the other side of the main large pouch was slightly different from each other. I don't think it's ever going to be an issue of telling them apart or anything like that, but I just sort of did a 50-50 shot of who got which one, because it's all the same to me, and she also said it was okay if I opened it, I could pick my favorite, which is the sweetest thing, but totally not necessarily, and I would never take advantage of her like that. So I just did a blind grab of which one we got or didn't get. But anyway, so on the front here we have Tweedledum and Tweedledee, of course. We have the Cheshire Cat, we've got the rabbit, and what else do we have? We've got most of Alice, although she's missing half of the upper part of her head. We've got half of the Queen of Hearts. We've got the Mad Hatter down here, super fun. Yeah, so a lot of good things on there, and then on the back we actually have a little bit better pattern placement in my opinion. So we still got the Cheshire, we've got Queen of Hearts, we've got full Alice, we've got the teacups and the pots, and still got the cat, and a little bit. So now Tweedledee and Tweedledum are cut off, and the Mad Hatter is still there. So we got a little bit of all the key parts of the pattern, I think, between the 2 sides, which I'm really happy with, because in a repeating pattern like this that has so many great bits, it's hard to get it all, but I think, honestly, I got all of the key parts on one side or the other, which is great. I love that it's silver fittings, because I'm a silver girl. And as always, the B set is a 3-piece set. So here comes the 3 pieces. You have the large, which has 2 loops, 2 zippers, and it does have the lockable zippers. When you put them together, you can put a lock through. It comes with the long strap and the short strap. The inside is also patterned, but it's very light, sort of a faint gray on white, and it is more bits of the pattern. It's roses and teacups and assorted, things. Very fun, very light colored, and classic material here with, like I said, the silver fittings. It does say Disney and Jujube because it is a collaboration. These zipper pulls are just straight up zipper pulls, but on the medium set piece, there's the back of it. Again, I got pretty good assortment of pattern placement. But on this one, it has a little enameled teacup, which is really cute. Interesting though, because usually the specialty zipper pulls are on the large set piece, and this time is on the medium. I don't mind the variation. Actually, it's kind of nice to change it up a bit. But the medium set piece, as always, has 2 loops on the side, so you could use it as a wristlet or as a crossbody. And then the small set piece has, of course, the tag on the side, which has Disney on one side, Jujube on the other. And it has just the 1 loop, as always, and the zipper pull. It's not that teeny skinny one, actually. It's a decent sized zipper pull. I have to admit, I like this zipper pull better than the teeny ones on previous. Although those were fine, I do like this one better. So hopefully they keep coming out with a nice zipper pull like that. I just like it's a little better to grab a hold of. So I'm just going to put all these back in here for a second. And it does come with this sticker Alice I guess you could use it as a bookmark, but it is a sticker, so you can have fun with that as well. And I'm just going to store it like that. Super fun. Okay, so that's Alice. Now, the next one here is MBoss, and you can see the MBoss. Let me turn it around, you can see it. So MBoss, which is, there's a whole big thing here that explains how they came to that, but the gist was MBoss plus MBoss equals MBoss. Okay, that's in French. MBoss plus MBoss equals MBoss. Hey mom, boss, you get the job done at home, work and play. You need a bag that can stand up to your busy life and stand out in a crowd. Enter the MBoss collection, our unique embossed fabrication with patterns that literally stand out just like you. Anyways, it is still machine washable, it's still stain resistant and all of that, and it has this literally pressed into the fabric. It has these patterns. So in the past we've had like the Ziggy one, we've had also the other sort of a hatched looking one, but this one is kind of neat. So it's seafoam, but it looks like these little rainbows or water, whatever you want to call it. But I do like the pattern quite a lot, actually. The texture gives the bag a whole different look to it, and quite a lot more character in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of mint green per se. This one is seafoam, which is basically a mint green, but it's a little on the bluer side, so I do like it better than I thought I would, but I wasn't going to miss it anyways. And it has these fancy zipper pulls that we've seen recently with the faux leather and the jointed pieces. So it's quite a nice zipper pull to get a hold of. These zipper pulls do not have that locking loop on them like previous. I suppose that you could still lock the two jointed pieces together if you are in need of locking your bag. For the most part, that's not the case, but just in case you needed to know that. It has the same two short and long adjustable straps, and the inside has this really fun, beachy, iconic sort of silhouettes like stick people. Really fun. I really like that. It definitely brings you to the water, sort of that whole scene all together. And this one has gold fittings, and then your same normal pieces, all the same configuration, but they all have that same fun interior pattern. Now, Jujube did something different this go around, where they actually did an inside out thing, where the inside of this pattern was also offered as an outside pattern. I really like when they do that. Vera Bradley used to do that quite a lot. They don't really do it so much anymore, with rare exception, but they did it in this case. So you have the interior of this one as the exterior of this one, and perhaps for that reason, this is a slightly different fabrication. It's to me, it's a little more flimsier than the regular one. This is kind of a little more crunchy. You hear that? Just a little bit more rigid, and this one is a little more flimsy. I think it's a good thing. I like the variations so you can have different options, but it is different, that's all. It's just different, so it's a little flimsier. And it is a white background, but when I look at it up close, two things stand out to me. First of all, the inside is a lovely, like, sort of a satiny seafoam, if you will. It's almost more of a teal, which is interesting. But that color is dark enough that in certain light here, looking at it, it almost kind of shows through that it's a darker backing behind the white. But because it is a blue backing, and because if you look at the little bits here, there are little accents of like teal in them. And I don't know how well you're going to see them, but you can see them in person really easily. And so those little highlights with the kind of sort of secret blue behind it, it actually works. It works really well. But it does make it look like it's not a true white, even though it is actually a very white. But yeah, so it kind of tones it down a bit. It's not like shocking white. Not that it would be a problem if it was. It too has these jointed faux leather or vegan leather zipper pulls on it. It does have the gold fittings as well. And like I said, it still has the 3 parts, so same. But cute little figures doing all sorts of beachy California things. And California is my home state, so despite the craziness that is California these days, it's still where I'm from. Although I'm reticent to admit that nowadays sometimes. But anyway, so really cool. Got the inside and the outside and the Alice in Wonderland. So these are the 3 new B sets, which is basically 3 different collections. We have the MBoss Collection, regular, and this is, of course, Disney Collection. So I don't know if this one technically is in the MBoss Collection because it came out and it matches, or if it's just regular. But I can't remember what I paid the difference. So anyway, so I did bring out a whole bunch, basically all of my bee sets and whatnot, to do some pattern and color comparisons to see what goes with what. And I will do that on the next video. So for now, that's it for this one. Take care and stay tuned for the colors and pattern mix and match. Bye for now.